higher education degree in another country is a very overwhelming idea. This involves basically everything, every aspect of your development could dramatically change. I think one thing that you might trying to do is to reveal what a fulfilling study abroad experience could look like for international students who might feel very isolated or feel not empowered when they first move into this new country.
They're not familiar with some of the expectations. And that's one of the things that our students often say is that they say, I'm ready to work, I'm a good student, I want to work, but they have a really hard time understanding what is expected of them.
International students like me need emotional support because it will be very hard for us, like using a different language to communicate with others.
An individual's identity can really impact their success in numerous ways. We found through experience, international students in particular are not going to come in at the same phase of development. Our programs really expand to undergraduate and graduate students too, so you really have to consider those different phases of life, where the student is with their own identity, and what are the tools we can use to understand the student from a personal level.
We do have this approach called personal development plan by looking into 6 different domains of student development: language, academic, culture, career, engagement, and also leadership. We start from an intake process by really look at their family background, their expectations, their study habits, their learning styles, and all those factors we take into consideration, then develop a personal development plan together with them.
Some classes are related to the major choice, and other classes were related to the your own interest. You can take those classes and then you can find, oh, maybe I'm interested in those things. So you can choose whatever you want. The power is in your hand.
To some of the academic advising practice, unfortunately, the university only have the resource to do 1 to 100, 1 to 300. And then it's very difficult to get to the personal level of the needs. That's why we define the ratio at a very low ratio, is 1 to 12.
Because I have a meeting every week with my UPP's advisor, so it lower my anxiety and make me feel more calm.
Part of the way that students build up self-awareness in the program is on reflection. We really encourage our students to reflect on almost everything that they do and experience. Helps them to develop a growth mindset, a mindset of learning from experiences and growing with them instead of being overcome by them.
That's the process where you actually learn something in the reflection part.
I really want students to be engaged learners, find themselves, know their goals, discover their strengths, and then build their self-development beyond all of this.
They actually put a lot of attention on students' mental health. Like, what do you want instead of learning something your parents want? That really helps me to strengthen myself, because I feel like most of the time I'm afraid to do something. I feel like now when I face something new, all I want is try it better and to see if I can suit you or not.
It is important to try new things and to figure out what I'm really passionate about and what I really like, because when I really love this thing, I can do my best. But a lot of parents suggest their kids to learn what they think is the best for them. They are having a hard time learning because they don't actually love what they're studying.
One of the reasons our programs are successful is thanks to the extraordinary university partners. So we work together to look at the research and the trends and take the resources that we're fortunate to have at New Mind Education in order to really build the programs that emphasize and utilize what the university is doing and would hope to be doing for their international students.
Our advisors not just tell them what they need to do, actually guide students to let them to find what they need to do. So we come up with other strategies together.
My advisor, she pushed me a lot, because each time when I face a problem, she will talk to me and give me some suggestions, but she will not give me the solution. Her always push me because I have to like make the step by myself.
He asked me a lot of questions I wouldn't have been brave enough to face. Like, have I insisted on my plan? Or have I completed the goal I set earlier this month? He followed up every plan I made and encouraged me to be a better person.
My UPP advisors always challenge me. I need to talk with strangers and I need to ask questions with my professors after classes. As a result, I learned more confidence to talk with strangers and I know how to figure out the problems by myself.
Sometimes you don't really feel confident of who you are. Really big thing about United States, not only UPP, but like it's just the vibe it gave you. It always encourage you to be yourself. And I think that's really, it's a beautiful part of this country, I think. You don't need to be afraid of who you are and you should always be confident about who you are. And I think my advisor definitely encouraged me on that. She definitely supported me to be who I am.